Go ahead and leave this country. She has a pen already. All right. All right, say fitness. Fitness. Oh, goodness. Say it louder. Say fitness. Fitness. Goal setting. All right, say positive self-talk.
Positive self-talk.
Say, I am awesome. Say, I am awesome. Elias, how are you letting everybody get louder than you? Say, I am awesome. How are you letting him be louder than you? Say, I am strong. I'm amazing. I'm best. All right, this is a chance to put your positive self-talk into practice. First thing we're doing is push-ups today. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, all three of you on the floor, our three at home, are not new. However, the three on the floor are new to level 1. When you're in level 1, we now do these, when we're doing the full thing, we do it for a minute. So when we do our goal settings, we multiply it by 4 instead of the 2 that you guys do. So today, once you get your number, you're going to multiply it by 4 and then write it down. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. First up is push-ups. Miss Hazel's going to show me those super awesome push-ups. Thank you, Miss Hazel. So she's going to go in that push-up position. She's going to go straight down and straight up, just like that. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Count as many as you guys can do. Thank you, Miss Hazel. Go back to your coach. All right, guys, listen closely because it's very short. Get ready for those push-ups. 3, 2, 1, go. Time, guys. Go ahead and write that number down after you multiply it by 4. Miss Hazel, come on up here. Actually, you know what? I already used it. Mr. Lex, come on up here. You understand? Thank you for that awesome about Percy. He's going to lay down on his back. Get ready for sit-ups. He's going to put his feet on the ground. That's legless, not sit-ups. There you go. Sit-ups. There you go. Crossing his arms across his chest. He's going to sit up. Try to put his elbows to his knees. Put your elbows to your knees. There you go. Just like that. Now notice we can give them a little bit of help by holding their feet down if they need it. So if you need somebody to hold your feet at home, make sure you ask somebody. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And if they don't need it, just let somebody know. If they need a little bit of extra help, that's okay. Give them a pinky to the sleeve. Elias did awesome that last one, so I don't think that will help. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Elias. Everybody give him a little clap. All right, 5 seconds. We're going to start doing our leg lifts. 3, 2, 1. Go! Super strong, Elias. Oh, Dylan, we're doing sit-ups. Time, guys. All right, Dylan, go and write that number down for leg lifts, and then for while we're doing leg lifts, do sit-ups instead. There you go. Miss Clara, you were doing it good. Don't worry. All right, guys, next is your leg lifts. Miss Hazel, get on up here. Yes, ma'am? I'm just going to keep switching out between the little ones. There we go. The shorter ones? The younger ones? All right. Put your hands right next to your cha-chas. You're going to lift your legs up and then back down. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
Not letting them go too high. Coaches, you can give them a hand. Go ahead. So they know how far to go so that they don't do this line. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Thank you, Ms. Hayden. Go back to your coach. Give her one clap. All right. Get ready, guys. 3, 2, 1. Go. Dylan, do sit-ups. Dylan, do sit-ups. Sit-ups. Sit-ups, Dylan. There you go. All right, guys, multiply that number by 4. Next is those squats. So, Elias, get on up here for me. Yes, ma'am? Thank you for that awesome bell turn, Steve. You gotta face the camera so everybody sees you. Put your hands up by your face. And put your a little space between your legs. There you go. Now squat all the way down. You gotta go further. There you go. Tiny chair all the way back up, keeping your back nice and straight. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, everybody give Elias full clap. Thank you, Mr. Elias. All right, guys, get ready for those squats. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go! All right, guys, go ahead and write that number down after you multiply it by 4. Multiply the number by 4. Mountain climbers are next. Miss Hazel, come on up here. Put your hands on the ground, push position. Yes, ma'am. There you go. So you're gonna have those legs nice and long. Just start doing your mountain climbers. There you go. Tuck your knee to your armpit. Switch. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Just like that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh. Everybody say yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There we go. Everybody give Miss Hazel one clap. Thank you, Miss Hazel. Real quick. We're gonna get started. Get ready for those mountain climbers. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, doing nice and strong, guys. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. You got this. We're setting high goals, setting high goals. Come on. There you go, there you go. Time, guys. Go ahead and write that number down. Next up is those jump ropes. Elias coming up here. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am? There you go. Scoot back so we can see you. There you go. Get your imaginary jump rope out. There you go. So jumping over the rope and spinning the rope in order for those to count. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, get ready, guys. Make sure you're multiplying these numbers by 4. Go! Jump ropes, Dylan. Jump ropes. Time. Write that number down after you multiply it by 4. And get ready for those front kicks. Miss Hazel, come on up here. Yes, ma'am? Thank you for that. Yes, ma'am? All right, put your hands up by your face. All right, front kicks. Here we go. 1, 2, you're good. See, the trick of these front kicks is you have to make sure they're at least waist level. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. There you go. So, coaches, you can help them with that by giving them a target. 1, 2, 2. Keep those hands up by the face the whole time. Give her one clap. Give her one clap. Yeah, we got to support our teammates. Yes, ma'am? There you go. All right, guys. Get ready for those front kicks. Put your hands up by your face. Front kicks, Mr. Dillon. 2, 1, go! Time, guys. Go and write that number down after you multiply it by 4. Get ready for those front punches. Front punches are next. So, Mr. Elias, come on up here for me. Yes, ma'am? Thank you, sir. Start with a strong horse stance. There you go. Oh, even stronger. There you go. Front punches. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So making sure you extend those punches all the way out there. Make sure those punches go all the way out there. Don't let them be T-Rex punches. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, give a nice little clap. Get ready for those punches. There's not going to be a countdown timer this time, so I'll just say go. Ready? Get set. Go! Time, guys. Go ahead, get that number written down after you multiply it by 4. Everybody say sidekicks. Sidekicks are next now. For most of you guys, I know these ones haven't been done as often for you guys. But now that you guys are in level 1, It's what's going to happen every time. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so sidekicks, you're going to set yours to the left or the right, whichever way you want to start with. And make sure you're looking at your target. Your hands are up. Yes, ma'am? Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you're going to do your sidekick. 1, then you're going to turn to the other side. 1, 2, 2. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Most important thing to remember is I only care about how well you do them, how many of your amazing ones that you can do, not how many sloppy ones you can do. Yes, ma'am? So worry about how well you do them, not how many you do. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. Get ready for those side kicks. Set towards the direction you want to start off in. Side kicks, Dylan. Side kicks. 3, 2, 1, go! Write that number down. Then get ready for round kicks. Round kicks are last for us. Round kicks are last. You're going to set towards whichever direction you want to start in. Round kick. 1, 2, 2. As you can tell, round kicks are more my favorite kicks. Making sure you look at your target and keep your hands. Somebody tell me where you put your hands. There you go. So you put your hands. Cody, show them what they're supposed to say when I say this. You're gonna keep your hands and your eyes on your target. There you go. Eyes up, eyes on your target. All right, get ready, guys. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, guys, go ahead, write those numbers down. Take a picture of your numbers, take a look at your numbers, whatever you need to do to be able to go home and be like, oh yes, this is what I'm going to work on to improve myself and get better goals. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Listen closely to the directions. If you're at home, I believe that the link is in the Friday letter. I'd have to double check on that one, but you guys can submit those numbers using the Google form, or you guys can email or text us your numbers. All right. Or you can bring them in next time and write them on your card. Yes, Miss Marina?
Can I give you the paper I wrote down my
When you come in next time for class, yes, ma'am.
okay.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, guys, you guys are going to bring your cards to Mr. Churchman and bring your pens to the light box. Go.
Thank you. Head over there. Thank you, Elias.
Yes, sir. Where'd those responses go? All right, this is your chance also. If you need a drink of water, go quickly get a drink of water, but you have to make sure you run. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am? All right, if you need a drink of water, you go run. Oh, okay. There you go. All right, go and put your hands up to the sky and reach for your toes. Countdown from 3.
3, 2, 1.
Done, ma'am. Feet 2 shoulders apart, reaching for the middle. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Countdown from 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Where's the done, ma'am?
Done, ma'am.
There you go. Walk your hands over to your left leg. Yes, ma'am? Other left leg, Elias. There you go. Countdown from 3.
3, 2, 1. Done, ma'am.
Over to your right leg. Yes, ma'am? Make sure we hear responses from everybody. Countdown from 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done, ma'am.
Walk your hands to the middle. You guys aren't in a huge class anymore. Your voices stand out. so I can figure out who's not contributing to the team. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and slide into the splits. Ready, go. Point your toes up towards the ceiling. Up, keep it going. Toes up. Oh, toes up towards the ceiling. I'm not trying to make you slide, but you gotta put your toes up. Gotta roll your toes up. Tip you on your knees. There you go, Miss Hazel. And sit back on your bottom. Keep those legs nice and wide. Say yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, say yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Say yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. Reaching for the middle. Keeping those legs nice and wide. There you go. Say positive.
Positive.
Self.
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 Talk.
Talk. Control.
Talk. Positive self-talk. So we talk about positive self-talk. Winning black belts learn to control their inner dialogue. So whatever you're saying to yourself, your body will remember. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you say, I have amazing balance, you're right. If you say you have horrible balance, you're still right. Because your body will let you do what your body thinks it can do. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody say expectations.
Expectations.
Expectations are high because children will meet the given expectations. That's a saying that my 5th and 6th grade teacher used to say all the time. And they're true. Expectations are high because children will meet the given expectations. Positive self-talk. Expectations are high because your body will meet the expectations you give it. So if you expect, I have amazing balance, you're going to be right. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Or if you tell yourself something bad, you're still going to be right. Just never tell yourself something bad. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Stand up. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And number 3.
Or say karate.
Karate.
Combination.
Combination.
Number 5.
Number 5.
So now that you guys are in level 1, you guys are also learning combinations in addition to your forms. Yes, ma'am?
Yes.
So listen close. You got to learn the combinations for the set and the number because you're going to have American karate combinations as well that you learn. So there's karate combinations. There's numbers 1 through 8. There's American karate combinations 1 through 8. You will learn all of these combinations in the time period that you're in level 1. So this time, you guys are going to be learning karate combinations 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, fantastic. So what you guys are going to do for karate combination number 5, you're going to set to the left. Then it's going to be a front punch, back punch, front hand, ridge hand. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Quick and simple and easy. It's one of our most fun and fastest combinations. 36 left. Ayo! Karate combination number 5. Everybody say front punch.
Front punch.
Back punch.
Back punch.
Front ridge hand.
Ridge hand.
Reset. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Even if you're at home, make sure you guys are saying these while we do them. So say them while you do them. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody say it.
Say it.
And do it.
And do it.
Helps me learn. There you go. Everybody say front punch.
Front punch.
Elias, are you going to really let Mr. Churchman be louder than you? Back punch.
Back punch.
Front ridge hand.
Front ridge hand.
Reset. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody say front punch.
Front punch.
Back punch.
Back punch.
Front ridge hand.
Ridge hand.
Reset.
Reset.
Well, that's okay. You're still saying and doing it. Ready? This time when I say 1, you're going to go front punch, back punch. When I say 2, you're going to throw that ridge hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready? And 1,
There you go.
2. There you go. Reset. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
This time on that ridge hand, you're going to have a nice loud ayah because when we do combinations, we have an ayah on the last move. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ready? And 1, 2. Ayah. Reset. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Ready? 1, 2. Ayah. Reset. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. Reset. Whole combination. Ready? Get set. Go! Ah! Gotta try to beat my hands and punches. Reset. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Real quick. Nice and loud. Switch your beat. Ready? Get set. And go! Ah! Ready? Go!
Hiya.
Hiya! Hiya. Yes, ma'am. All right. And catch attention. If you're at home, you guys want to grab an X-ray sheet or a kick paddle or a piece of paper, something to be able to hit and kick and punch with, and a coach. Miss Marina, I know you don't have a coach, so you'll just have to use the air for this one. All right, Mr. Church, my paddle, please, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks, sir. All right, what you guys are going to do is with your partner, kick paddle, yes, sir. With your partner, you're going to hold that kick paddle out in front of them. You're going to have to be aware of what they're doing so you can turn it when they need it turned. You're going to step forward. You're going to go. You're going to say it and do it. Everybody say it.
Say it.
And do it.
And do it.
Helps me learn.
Helps me learn.
There you go. Front punch. Back punch. Front ridge hand. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Notice how Mr. Churchman turned it to the side when I did my ridge hand?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. So you have to be aware of what your partner's throwing to help your partner be better. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So Mr. Elias, Miss Hazel are going to be partners, and Mr. Churchman and Miss Joanna are going to be partners. All right, guys. So with your partner at home, go ahead and have that coach or partner hold that kick paddle. If you're on your own, you're just going to have to keep practicing it in the air. Number 5. Go. There you go, Mr. Dillon. That's nice and strong. Keep going, Miss Marina. There you go. That's nice and strong. So, Miss Clara, ridge hand, it's going to start right out in front of you. It doesn't follow all the way through. So, ridge hand, and then you're going to put it back. Yes, just like that. Front punch, back punch, ridge hand. There you go. Nice your partner, come to attention, bad courtesy. Hand that kick paddle over to your partner. It's your partner's turn. Go. Gotta make sure you focus so you get more time. Hey, you're supposed to say it. Time real fast so you guys know how you hit these kick paddles with a ridge hand, or how you hit any pad. How you hit anything with a ridge hand. I'm going to show you sideways so that you guys can all see it instead of having a pad of the way. Is the base of your thumb. So you tuck your thumb. The base of your thumb is what's hitting the pad. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody say chop.
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 Chop is with your pinky. Everybody say ridge hand.
Ridge hand.
With the thumb.
With the thumb.
There you go. So not really with the thumb because that'll hurt. Not really with the thumb. You got to keep that thumb top. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Yes, because you're doing it right. There you go, Elias. All right, keep practicing that combination with your coach or partner. If you're at home, make sure you guys switch legs too. Go! There you go, Mr. Dillon. And time, guys. Everybody come to attention. Face your partner backwards. Take a knee. Say yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, say yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
Yes,
Can't just be my adult that says everything for the whole class. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we're all a team together. Everybody say teamwork.
Teamwork.
So here at Mile High Karate, we're a team. So we all want to be loud and we all want to work together. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
There you
ma'am.
go, Mr. Last. There you go. Thank you very much, sir. So everybody say it
Say it
and do it.
and do it.
So parents, the reason why we say it and do it in classes is it helps our brain make more connections. So other than just using one set of skills, we're using multiple set of skills, so multiple different inputs while we're learning the thing. There you go. All right, guys. Hope my kids, maybe you understood that. I know it's a little bit more advanced. Say different ways,
Different ways.
different learning.
Different learn.
There you go. Very simple. Stand up. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Give your attention. Sit your left side, yo. Karate combination number 5. Make sure your belly buttons are towards the front. Yes, ma'am. Almost guys. I didn't take go yet. Towards the front. Belly button is towards the front, but we're set to the left. Which means you're looking to the left. Ready? Karate combination number 5. Ready, go. Turn. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, we're facing a different way, but we have a new front punch. Ready, and go. Turn. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Go. Turn. Yes, ma'am. And you want to keep your hands nice and strong so that you practice the way you're going to use it. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. And this is a really handy in sparring, combination in sparring. Everybody say sparring. Sparring. Take a knee, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Who wants to spar? Me, ma'am. Me, ma'am. Fantastic. Sparring is something that's super fun and super exciting, and you guys get to do it in level 2. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
However, what you learn in level 1 will help build your skills to level 2. Mr. Churchman, is karate combination number 5 a really useful skill when you're sparring?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go, because you use it a lot. You want to follow it up. You want to trick people. So if I'm with Mr. Churchman when we were sparring, I trick him and be like, oh, it's over here. No, it's over here. Just kidding. It's over here. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's what karate combination number 5 is. It's a trick. Stand up, yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Set to the left. Karate combination number 5. You got to beat my claps. Yes, ma'am? Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Ready? Get set and go. Front punch, back punch, bridge hand. Ooh, our parent beat him. Turn. Yes, ma'am. Karate combination number 5. Ready? Go. Turn. Where's that loud eye on the last move? Ready and go. There we go. So Miss Marina, make sure you use that front hand to do the ridge hand. So your hands are taking turns. Turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready and go. Turn. Go. Turn. Go. Turn. Go. Turn. Go. Turn. Go. Leave your feet where they are. Leave your feet where they are. Okay. Go. Punch, back punch. Turn. Turn. Go. All right, come to attention, yes, ma'am? All right, so we're going to practice a little bit of sparring today. So what we're going to do with our partner, if I have Mr. Churchman, we're going to punch towards our partner's chest. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, everybody say step forward. Step forward. So you want to make sure you step forward. When you step forward into your partner, you're going to slowly, everybody say slowly punch out. Punch out. You're going to use your backhand. If you're the one getting punched, you're going to use your backhand to push it to your side. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
That's all you're going to do. Then you're going to reset. Since I just pushed it away, I'm going to step forward and slowly punch out. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
But you definitely want to get close enough that if you were to finish the punch, you can tap your partner. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't let your partner finish the punch. Push it away. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Face your partner. If you don't have a coach, you're going to have to just practice. You want to use your backhand, push it to the side. Go ahead, practice with your partner. Oh, wait. Switch your feet. There you go. Only one of you guys. Take a knee, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
One other really important skill to learn for sparring, everybody say open stance,
Open stance.
closed stance.
Close stance.
This drill that we're doing is what we call a closed stance because we are closing each other off. Our shoulders, our belly buttons are facing opposite directions. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
So right now, when we're doing this combination, make sure you guys are closed from your partner. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Elias, are we opened or closed? Say closed, ma'am. Thank you very much, sir. Say closed. Hazel, are we open or closed? All right, there we go. So practice with your partner. Thank you, sir. Ready and go. If you're at home, you're going to practice the offensive really fast punch since you don't have it. Well, except for Miss Clara, you have a partner that you can practice with. Marina and Dylan, I know you guys don't have coaches right now. So you'll practice that offensive punch, then you're going to reset, and then you're going to practice that pass across your body. You're just going to push it past your body with your back hand. So offensive punch, reset, push. Punch, push. There, go ahead. Backhand. Oh, there you go. So, Miss Clara, you want to switch your feet based off of which hand dad leads with. So remember, closed stance, belly buttons facing opposite ways. So, Clara, your belly button's towards the TV. There you go. Stay on your feet, yes, ma'am. What was to happen? There was no reason for you to be on your knees. So she comes at you slowly. You're going to hold that. There you go. Now it's your turn to come at her slowly. So you got to be offensive and move forward. You going to get her there? There you go. She instead of using her backhand or something, she can use her backhand. Don't step forward, so you got to leave her backhand. It's not good. Leave your backhand where it is. There you go. Oh, no, go with this. Yes, ma'am. Alex, you gotta stay focused with your partner. Help your partner with your stance. You gotta help your partner. You gotta keep your body nice and strong. You gotta keep your body nice and still and nice and straight. Yes, ma'am. So even though you're pushing your hand, you can't turn in a circle. It'll hurt you as far as. There you go. Good pass. Now use your other hand. Hazel, you leave your feet. Your feet are there. You go. So Hazel, you're pushing your punch. You're gonna hurt. Switch your feet. Lay your feet. Yeah, you gotta keep it close. Keep it close. Step in the rest. There you go. Now you step in. You're good. Very good, just like that. And time, guys. Go ahead, take a knee. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Stand up. Yes, ma'am. Take a knee. Yes, ma'am. Stand up. Yes, ma'am. Take a knee. Yes, ma'am. Stand up. Yes, ma'am. Everybody say teamwork. Teamwork. We're all a team now. We're going to keep doing this, and we can't move on until everybody in the team participates. Ready? Take a knee. Yes, ma'am. Stand up. Yes, ma'am. Voices are included in participating. Take a knee.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand up. Yes, ma'am. Take a knee. Yes, ma'am. Stand up. Yes, ma'am. Take a knee. Stand up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Take a knee. Yes, ma'am. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Sparring. If I'm with Mr. Churchma, everybody say energy waste.
Energy waste.
If he's coming towards me, or actually, if I'm coming towards him, should he try to block this? Say no, ma'am. Is this going to hit him? No, ma'am. Look, I'm fully extended. Is this going to hit him? No, this won't hit him. So should he try to block it? No, ma'am. No. But if I'm right here and I go to punch him, should he try to block it? Yes, ma'am. Yes, because otherwise I'm going to get him. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Lice, stay on your knee for me, sir. Thank you very much. All right, so when you guys are practicing these, even with your coaches at home, if your coach is punching out here, you don't need to block it. But if your coach is punching here, you got to block it. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this will help you learn your distancing, and it's the first step to sparring. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, everybody stand up.
Yes, ma'am.
Guys, wind your back.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Come to your judges. Set to your left.
Right.
Set to your right.
Right.
Set to your left.
Right.
Close those hands. Set to your left.
Right.
Karate combination number 5. Ready, go. Turn. Yes, ma'am. Number 5, go. Put your hands behind your back. Yes, ma'am. All right, guys. Let me have Mr. Elias come on up here.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Thank you very much. Mr. Elias is turning in that book club card as well as his gray stripe worksheet, which means he's earning a bonus red stripe because he's turning in it early, as well as a victory note. Elias tried some roller skating for the first time yesterday. Even though he was scared about trying something new, he took a deep breath and pushed his way through his fears. Everybody give him a clap. Give him 2 claps. Say you rock.
You rock.
Good job, Mr. Elias. I'm going to put this right here. Go ahead and move this way. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am? Here you go, on your feet. Hands behind your back.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Saturday. This is Saturday.
Saturday.
4 up.
4 up.
Saturday is that 4 up award class. If you earn that 4 up award, make sure you guys, I believe there's a sign of genius. I believe the link was on the invitation. And if you have two friends you want to bring, you can bring those 2 friends as well. All right, guys. Gray stripe. Make sure you guys are working on those as well, getting them done sooner the better. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And you guys are all level 3. Raise your hand if you do not know about the karate practice law. All right, remember that one's required in order to be able to promote. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Black belt creed. As a dedicated student of the martial arts, I live my life by the principles of black belt. Modesty, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and dominant spirit. Jump to attention. Loud and proud position. Ma'am. Mile high karate is the best, ma'am. Awesome. Master Cookie. Thank you guys. All right, make sure you guys continue to practice those at home because we're going to move on to the next combination next week. Leadership, you need a notebook. If you need help writing, you need your coach as well. Come on out here. There's no line. There's no line.
What is in there?
Water.
Why?
To weigh it down.
Water?
Just water.
Why?
To weigh it down so it doesn't fall over easily. It's no fun if it falls over easy. Do you have your coach? It's not my job to go get your coach. It's not my job, and it's not your coach's job to pay attention. It's your job to go get them and ask them on the floor. Invite her, say please. All right. So on Wednesdays and Thursdays, we're either going to be taking notes for our leadership class, or we'll be doing an activity based on the notes we took the week before. There you go. So you guys know how to have this touch. All right, and this is actually kind of what we were doing today. Oh, Mr. Churchman, can you hand over pen? For some reason, my brain is blanking. What's your name, ma'am? I was like, my brain is literally blanked on you. All right, can you guys hear me, Miss Claire? Miss Marina, give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Fantastic. All right. This week we're talking about law number 5, which is the law of the chain. The law of the chain. And the law of the chain is the strength of the team is impacted by its weakest link. The strength of the team is impacted by the weakest link. And I don't write everything word for word on the notes that I'm giving you up here on the board. I got to continue teaching. All right, so if you guys have a chain, like a chain of, the whole chain is made out of metal, except for one of the little pieces of the chain is made out of paper. If you pull on both sides of the chain, which link do you think will break? A metal one or a paper one? Elias, what do you think will break first? A metal one or a paper one? A paper one. Why? Is it stronger or weaker? It's weaker. There you go. Now, if you have a metal chain and one of the links in the chain, I can't draw very well, but that's okay. I don't draw very well. If you have a metal chain and right here in the middle, one of the links is broken, which one do you think will break first? Oh, there's no paper. They're all metal now. But one of them's broken. Which one do you think will work, or which one will break? Like completely. The one that's broken, right? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Because sometimes it's hard to tell. You can't always tell what the weakest link is, right, Elias? Okay. One thing to keep in mind when you guys are on your team is the team is not always for everybody. When you guys are leaders of a team or being part of a team, you got to keep in mind sometimes the team isn't for everybody. Why is that? Well, sometimes not everyone will take the journey. There you go. Just simply because somebody won't want to go. Not everybody will take the journey because they don't want to go. Want, Miss Clara. There you go. I saw you trying to see it. Unfortunately, notes aren't very good on the computer. I wish they were, but they're not. There you go. So not everyone will want to take the journey. So not everyone will go. Sometimes not everyone should take the journey. Because sometimes the journey, the end of the journey, isn't necessarily the right thing for a person. So if, let's say Miss Christensen's not a huge fan of anime shows, should she watch all the way to the end of Naruto? I say no, ma'am. There you go. If I don't really like the thing, should I do the thing? No, not always. Unless I have a purpose. If learning Naruto, or if watching all of Naruto is going to help me become a better person, maybe I should. It depends on what the outcome's going to be. If it's just going to make me educated on a show, I don't need to be educated on the TV show, do I? No. All right. I don't need to erase that yet. Should. There you go. And then sometimes not everyone can take the journey. Sometimes not everyone can take the journey. Yeah. Because some people's is a word today, don't necessarily have the skill to do what you need. Right now, Elias, can you go test in a month from now for your black belt? Because you don't have the skill. Not yet, right? How about Dylan? Does Dylan have the skill to test for his first degree black belt in a month? No, not yet. How about Clara? Clara, do you have the skill to test for your second degree black belt next month? Not yet. Not yet is the key word. How about Marina? Do you have the skill yet to go play in the, I can't name an orchestra. How about the orchestra that plays for the Nutcracker band or Nutcracker ballet? Do you have the skill yet for that? No, not yet. But one day, it's violin or viola. Which one was it? Number 1 or number 2? There you go.
It's violin.
Violin. There you go. So Marina plays the violin. Now you know something about one of your teammates. She plays the violin. Elias loves violin, Marina. All right, guys. So that's not everyone, or why the team is not right for everyone. The impact a weak link can have on a stronger link. So the impact of weak to strong.
What do you hear my bears?
The impact of a weak link on a strong link. Because weak links, I mean, the team's only as strong as its weakest link, right? Right? There you go. So the weakest link on the team is going to impact the strong link, right? Or the weak link is going to impact the strong link, right? Somebody at home? I'm looking at you guys at home. Okay, I see a thumbs up. So one of the impacts that a weak link will have on a strong link is they then have to help the weak links. Sometimes that's good for the strong links, but sometimes it's not good. It depends on what the goal of the team is. If the goal of the whole team is to tomorrow test for their black belts, should they be teaching the weakest link all of the curriculum today? Or should they focus on themselves as a team? Themselves as a team. So sometimes you gotta choose. Am I the weak link? Should I wait a little longer for my black belt? Sometimes you gotta wait a little longer, and that's okay. There you go. What can happen if they have to always be helping the weak links is they start to resent the weak links. It means they start to be like, oh man, we gotta help this person. This is gonna not help us. That's pretty much true. It is rude, but sometimes that's what happens. I mean, right now you're thinking about little teams, but you have to also think about in the business world. When you become old enough to work, you got to think about those teams as well. Because when you guys are older and you're working, you guys have deadlines that you have to make, right, adults or parents that are in the classroom? There's deadlines that you have to meet, and sometimes there's people on the team that aren't going to help you meet those deadlines, so you have to choose. Do we help this team member, or do we make the deadline? We got to make the deadline. We got to accomplish the goal. So once they're helping the teammate for a long, long time, they start to resent the teammate. When they start to resent the teammate, they become less effective in their roles. They start working less, or they start not working as hard because they're being less effective. Because they have to work they have even more work to do, which is helping that weaker link. It's an arrow. I'm not the armist Master Burton or Mr. Jarvis is, okay? And once they become less effective, they begin to question the leader's ability. So they begin to question the leader. Because the leader isn't dealing with the weaker links. So who here wants to be a leader? Elias? There you go. Miss Claire wants to be a leader. Fantastic. There you go. So as you guys are becoming leaders, you got to be able to identify who's the weak link on your team and how do you help that weak link. It's not just, okay, that weak link, the whole class will eventually bring up that weak link all by themselves, right? No, that's not going to work. You got to work individually with the person. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. I mean, that's your role as the leader. You got to help identify that weak link. You got to find the weak link and you got to help fix it. You got to make it stronger. Yes, ma'am? So in karate class, as part of your team, you find the person who's the weaker link, and you help them become stronger by helping them learn the things they need to learn. Yes, ma'am? I mean, that's just in karate. But there's other ways you can do it outside of karate too. Like at school. If you guys have your team at school, your friends, and you have one person who doesn't know the thing they're learning and everybody else does, should you do the thing that not everybody knows? Or sorry, that didn't make sense. If you have one person that's struggling and everybody else gets it, should you help the person who's struggling? Yes. Because it'll help make the whole classroom better. Does that make sense? Any questions I should say? Okay. Any questions online? All right. Everybody come to attention. Bow, Chrissy. My level 1 students, you guys are dismissed. Thank you guys very much. Okay. What's your question, Elias? I wasn't overlooking the fact that you yes. Oh, you said yes, I understand. All right. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Elias, please clean your square for me, sir. And Kate, Mr. Elias, do you know who the weak link in class was today? You don't? Did you have to wait sometimes for somebody to speak up in class today? Yes. Does that mean we didn't get to do some fun things in class today? Yes. So do you know who the weak link was in class today? Huh? Okay. So how are we going to make that better? How can we fix that? You know what? You know what I would love to do? I would love for you to I actually noticed that you know what, by getting strong, you're gonna help the quieter ones become louder.
It just doesn't know. It's like, no,
All right, can you do that for me? Can you do my strong one first? All right, thank you, Mr. Elias. Go ahead and do your square set.
You know it? You know it?
So I just think this might change certain.
Yes.
Oh, finally.